Hey, I'm Simtimistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims, and I am back with a Rags to Riches, a love story video. I know last time we left off things were crazy, and if you haven't seen the previous episode, what are you doing? Click the link in the top right hand corner because otherwise you'll be extremely confused. So here we are at a luxurious campsite, which I downloaded from the gallery. And I must warn you, it does not work perfectly. I had some issues. But I know when you guys see it, you're going to think it's gorgeous. And Rich picked out this whole trip on his own. He really wants to make amends with Alicia, so he decided to take her on a trip. Even though they're working hard to get money, they need to spend a little money to sustain their marriage and pay for a nanny for Kenya. So he spent some money on this luxurious campsite. It's not the most exotic location, but it is gorgeous. So here it is. Alicia and Rich arrived bright and early on a Saturday morning, and they got here just, time to beat traffic and not spend extra money on gas and things like that. So here it is. It comes with these beautiful lights, this beautiful drapery, a grill, a hot tub, plenty of seating, a TV, a double bed, campfire, just everything you can ask for in a hideaway type of vacation. And even the decor is really nice. Again, you will have to tweak it because I did have a lot of difficulty with the Sims maneuvering between places, but it got the job done. And it's like a great start if you are not the best builder. I'm gonna sit Rich and Alicia down to roast some marshmallows on an open fire and just have some conversations and just kind of get the awkwardness out of the way. They've been a little awkward over the past few days, so I think this should help kind of bring that bond together. I think some of that frustration comes from Rich being sorry for what happened as far as the argument, but not being fully sorry about the kiss because he feels like it wasn't his fault. Some of it comes from Alicia just not being sure what's best for her and never having an experience like this. So they're just really awkward. They're still polite, but they're kind of figuring out what's next. It's also fun for me to kind of find new ways to play with the Granite Falls, or is it called Outdoor Retreat stuff pack or a game pack? Because I feel like it's one of the more simple game packs, I guess because it came out earlier and it was one of the first ones I purchased, and I feel like trying different creators builds really helps think of the game in a different way. So I love this as a more luxurious version of an outdoor experience. Also, how are you guys feeling after the last episode? I felt like I was really drained after EA tried to break up this marriage. I just didn't know what to do creatively, and I just needed to go back to create a sim and come up with some new ideas. And if you haven't seen my previous Create a Sim video, I'm putting a link in the top right hand corner because I do have a whole playlist on Create a Sim videos, but I'm also thinking of making this kind of a series that I do based off the new Create a Sim. I got a lot of positive feedback off of that, and it's hard for me because it's two different audiences for this, so I don't know how many people actually watch both, but I do want to create space to do different things. And that kind of brings me to a question I have for you guys. What makes something an LP or a Let's Play? I did current households and I popped in just essentially whenever I wanted to, let's say once a month, I just did a video on an update for a house. Is that considered a Let's Play? Or is that considered just a current household? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And back to Rich and Alicia, who look like they're having some good conversations and just laughing and joking about old times. Nothing too serious. It's not the time for a heavy conversation at this moment, but they're just bonding again and just remembering like how simple things used to be. And they always used to want to be able to go and be off on their own and spend the night on their own because their parents wouldn't let them do that. That's one of the reasons they ran away and got married. So it's interesting that they're having this experience now, even though they had all this turmoil. Alicia's just gonna go to the ladies' room, and Rich is gonna start playing horseshoes, even though it's freezing outside. But they're just happy to be outdoors and free, and maybe even a little bit happy to be child free and like away from responsibility. So they're just doing things whatever time they feel like it, whenever they feel like it. And we will check in when they do something a little more interesting. It looks like the sun came out and they are ready to have a little bit more serious conversation. Rich is apologizing for losing his cool, or drinking too much, not being aware of his surroundings, and he's feeling a little tense because this is really, really difficult for him. But he truly is sorry and he loves Alicia more than anybody else in this world and he wants to make it work. And Alicia looks like she's being receptive as she's saying how hurt she was just because she didn't want to lose him and she felt like, so many things had happened and he was slipping away. But it looks like she is receptive to his apology and they're hugging now, so that's good. And hopefully they can enjoy the rest of this day and just have a great time. So Rich is really happy that Alicia seems to understand where he's coming from and seems to be able to write this off as a one-off thing. So he's just going to give her a big smooch. And now that that is out the way and they're doing a little better, or at least have come to an understanding that they both want to move forward and just leave that in the past, I'm going to have Rich go grill some food now that the sun is officially up. And Alicia's actually going to take some pictures and post on social media because that's her job and she's excited to be in a different location. It's been really hard since they haven't had a lot of money. She can't take a lot of pictures or post in many different places. It's just around San Myshuno for the most part, or like New Crest, which is right next to San Myshuno. So it's really nice that she gets to check in a new place. So she's going to let everyone know she's at this luxurious campsite and respond to some mail and hopefully increase her followers because she needs 2,000 followers to get to the next stage in her career. And it's really cute to see Rich over here at the grill. I think he's making plantains, I think. And it's just, this is a really nice view, I think, especially with seasons. Like if you have the outdoor retreat pack and seasons, like it just looks gorgeous. I don't even think this world is that interesting without the weather changes. And I'm gonna have them sit down and eat outside because there isn't really enough space to eat inside, and this, it just looks wonderful. So I'm gonna have them sit outside and then we'll check in a little bit. So I wanted to show you some of the glitching errors. I think the problem is that this build might be intended for one sim and not two sims, and I just got too cute because there was a double bed, but I try to have them watch a movie together and they can't because Alicia can't, I guess they both can't sit on the bed. I don't know, but me attempting to have them watch a movie together is a fail because there's no space. The Sims love to wave their arms around like, what the hell? But it's not my fault. Figure it out, Sim. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that really quickly and then we'll get back to the story. I just wanted to pop in and show you that Isaiah Ross is calling, but Alicia's ignoring it because she's like, no, I'm with my boo and we're on a vacation and yeah, I'm not answering the phone. And he probably knows because I'm sure he follows her on social media, so he knows where she is and what she's doing. So I'm not really sure why he's calling. Yeah. It is now much later this day and everyone's calling. And it is hot tub time. That is one of the things that make this campsite fabulous. So we're just gonna have them have some romantic time. Alicia's gonna get her little swimsuit and they're gonna have a romantic moment in the hot tub, and Alicia's already feeling playful and Rich is feeling inspired. We're just gonna get rid of these headlines because they're kind of distracting. And they're just gonna talk. It looks like Rich is feeling flirty, even though it says he's inspired. And it also looks like she's feeling flirty, but it says they're feeling playful. I'll listen to the game if they say so. So they're just gonna talk about their dreams and how this was something that they always wanted to do, and they can't wait till they have a little more money to go on trips together and have different experiences. And next time they'll bring Kenya, and she's gonna have the experiences they had growing up and hopefully even better experiences. And it looks like they both got naked, so they're beyond talking about their dreams. Now they're ready to have some romantic time. There's no one near their little campsite area, so nobody, as a bear, just walks by. But there's nobody there. Well, there's another person. Well, clearly they don't care. I tried to give them some modesty and say no one was around, but clearly they do not care about who's around. They are just having their time together, and they pay for this experience, so they are going to make the best of it. So after their woohoo, they decided to get some food. I don't remember what it was that Rich made, but it looks really delicious. And now they turned on all the lights so they can see their food and nobody can see them. And they're just having another nice chat, guys. This is a super chill video. Last week it was too much. Like, it was just too much. So this is like a super chill, laid back video, and they are just eating and enjoying their time together because they actually are only staying for one night, so they won't be able to. This was already like an expensive enough trip, so one night is enough plus the nanny for Kenya. So they are just having this little, it's not even one night, it's a day trip. So they're just having this little day trip out here. It was nice while it lasted. So yeah, this is their last meal out here, and then they will head home. So what I did not realize was when they returned home, the lights would still be off in their apartment. And that's just a drag. It sucks. I know Rich is angry about it because he just had this nice trip. And the bills are paid. It's not about the bills not being paid. It's the Landgraabs decided to keep the lights off for whatever reason. They have beef with the Landgraabs, but it might not be that. It may just be like a power outage or whatever. But they decided they couldn't just stay in this apartment in the dark any longer in the dead of winter. So they went out to the Newcrest Library. And this is their first time actually taking Kenya, so she's gonna go to the kiddie section while they go upstairs and use the computer. Rich is actually gonna work on his logic skill because that's what he needs to do to advance in his career, and he doesn't have space for a chess set at home. He does have a logic book that he's currently reading, but he wants to work on his chess game. He feels like it'll help him understand business and understand strategy. And Alicia is feeling super inspired, so she is going to blog and post images online and network with journalists and all those fun things that will advance her career. And she did the cars in the snow look so cool, but I'm going to put up the wall for realism. And who is this? Oh, it's Marcus Flex. I guess I've never seen him in his winter gear. And Rich is feeling focused, so that's great. And he has to level up to level 4 for his skill. So we're going to have him do that. Let's check on baby Kenya. She seems to just be hanging out downstairs. I wish there were other kids around, but it doesn't seem like there's any other kids. So I'm just going to have her play with this toy, which it looks like they replaced because if you guys remember, this is the toy Rich stole and had been playing with in the house, and now it's Kenya's toy. And she's like, oh, this looks familiar. I'll just play with this again. So she's going to play with this toy. And Alicia looks very studious. And she had an embarrassing moment. Apparently, she did not do a good job networking with the journalist, but she does not seem deterred. She's still feeling inspired. So she's just going to write a blog, and maybe she's going to write a blog about how journalists can be kind of critical and kind of elitist, and maybe hopefully that'll go viral. It looks like Rich found this guy to play chess with. I didn't catch his name, but it looks like they know each other a little bit already, so that's good. I'm sure that'll help Rich improve his chess skills even more. And again, I feel like once Rich got a little fame, it was easier. Roman is inviting him to go to the flea market, but it's freezing, so no, we're not doing that. We don't have any money, so we're not doing that. And yeah, so once Rich got a little fame, I feel like maybe he's just more comfortable with himself, and that's why he is not having as much difficulty socializing. So it's pretty much time to wrap up our library visit. Kenya's bored and Alicia has to go to the restroom, so we are going to wrap this up. And I also forgot to say that after the trip, Alicia has felt smitten with Rich. So she's definitely impressed by the trip and she feels much better about their relationship. In the comments, let me know what you guys think, and we will see you in the next scene. Roman invited Rich to this damn pranksters, whatever humor festival, and I don't see Roman anywhere. But it's fine. Rich is gonna have fun anyway. So he's gonna join the pranksters team. He's gonna drink that tea and hopefully he gains some points and can win the prize. I've never actually had a sim win the prize and new quirk. So yeah, I don't know if I told you in the last video, but I think I did. Alicia is a little famous now. And now she only likes bougie foods, and I feel like that just fits with her. Like she has like a refined palate. I feel like she was always the more bougie one than Rich. Rich just wants to like take care of his family, but she like wants the finer things in life. But yeah, so she just got the refined palate, so that's gonna be a headache, I know. So Rich is out here meeting some new people, and I feel like he doesn't really care about actually meeting the people. This is Sylvia, and he cares more about winning the prize. Like he's all about like the mischief, the mischief, and and just having fun and the experience. He could care less about networking at this moment. He's already had a long day at work, so he's just simply meeting these people, and the pranksters are neck and neck, and he's already reached level 2 of his mischief skill. So yeah, hopefully, let's fingers crossed he wins, and he's gonna meet this guy too. And yeah, it is Sylvia, and it looks like nobody's getting offended by his jokes, so that's good. I know whenever the Sims do mischief, you never know like how another person will take it. And this guy has an interesting haircut. I feel like I've never seen that in the game, but I know it's not CC, so it must be there. And it's my favorite time at the festival when they turn the lights on. I don't know why that gets me every single time. So he is going to invite this dude to a fake party and see if he thinks that's funny. Also, I noticed that a lot of the other people aren't glowing. They don't look like they drank the tea to be in any of the groups. Oh, that guy didn't like being invited to a fake party. Oh well, too bad, so sad. Bitch is gonna win. And yeah, it doesn't look like anybody really joined the teams, but maybe that's why Rich is doing well. So he's gonna go over, oh yeah, that's like one of the pleasant, yeah, I don't know what's up with that lady's outfit. Maybe it's supposed to be funny. Maybe. But yeah, he's going to go over here and talk to these ladies and see if he can make a couple of jokes. At least one of the Pleasant sisters seems to be participating in the festival. And where the hell is Roman? He invited him here and I don't see him anywhere. And this lady in her lingerie and green tights and what is this? Wrestling mask? Like, who put this together? It has to be for the festival because didn't The Sims make an update where your townies won't have crazy outfits on anymore? I don't know. And Rich is at level 3 already. I wonder if the mischief skill goes up quicker at the festival or I just keep hitting that interaction. And Rich is gonna flash crazy eyes. I know it doesn't give him any extra points. It's just really funny when they do that. So I'm gonna have him do that because he's feeling playful and he's feeling like he's not in danger of losing this competition. Rich is gonna talk to this chick over here with all the tattoos. He's gonna be like, I know you cold because I'm cold and I know you cold. And she seems to think it's funny, so hopefully he can just keep doing some more mischief interactions. He's gonna claim to be a criminal mastermind and see if she falls for it. That looks like Jeffrey Landgraab. Am I bugging? Was that Jeffrey Landgraab? Rich didn't see him, but that looked like Jeffrey Landgraab. And this lady did not think it was funny that he was a criminal mastermind. So he's gonna smooth it over. He still feels like he will probably win, so he's just gonna, smooth it over and brighten her day, but then he's gonna instill her with fake confidence because he's trying to win. Even though they're both in playful moods, their conversation has gotten a little awkward, and Rich is just gonna keep firing off those jokes, and it looks like they are starting to get funnier, maybe because he's getting better at these jokes. And I know Rich really has to pee, but I also really want him to win this competition, so he's gonna have to hold on for a little bit. But it looks like he doesn't really want to listen to me. So go ahead, Rich, do what you need to do. And yeah, guys, I am about to wrap up this video. The pranksters are in the lead, so I feel better about Rich going to the restroom. I am going to keep playing until we figure out who won this contest, but I figure this would be a good time to just remind you to leave a comment and let me know what you think. Truthfully, I have recorded a little beyond this, and if you look at their 17,000 plus simoleons, you know we have a milestone coming up very, very soon, and I have plans already for their next stage of life, but just let me know what you think, because there is space for change, and I really like figuring out ways to include everyone's suggestions into the storylines. So, yeah, if you have any suggestions, please let me know. And Rich is back from the restroom. So, he's finally going to introduce himself to Lilith Pleasant. And hopefully, she'll laugh at his jokes because this festival is taking forever. It's 10:45. Let's get to the winner already. And Kenya is very hungry. Be sure to feed her. What the hell is going on upstairs, Alicia? Like, you're supposed to be feeding the baby. I know it's dark in here, but there's food in the fridge, and I know there's some spoiled food, but there is still some good food, so I'm gonna get Alicia on that right away so we can get back to Rich at the festival. And the pranksters are in the lead by 4. And so Rich needs to perform some more interactions. Can we just assume he won? Because, and does he not see Jeffrey Landgraab? Guys, let me know in the comments if I'm bugging. That's not Jeffrey Landgraab. But I'm like, do you not see your enemy in here? And I don't care if Lilith Pleasant doesn't like his jokes. We are almost there. It is 11:30 and people have work in the morning. Sims have work in the morning. So let's wrap this up, and she's going to start playing with clay right in front of our face. And the pranksters won, so nobody cares, Lilith. So Rich won a voodoo doll, which he will ultimately use on Jeffrey Landgraab, and fireworks, and 500 simoleons. Awesome. That is it, guys. I'm Simtimistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and follow me on Twitter for more Simtimistic thoughts.